Look at that, 2 times in a row and I'm basically on time. And that is an impressive deny. Don't know. Go to the bed. Now time for some horrible nonsense because, again, rabam. Now then, let me set everything up, which shouldn't actually take that long because I am easily prepared for once. Now then. Oh wait, I need to actually wait until this is finished loading. Why hasn't it finished? Oh, hello there little strategy member. Oh, how are you on this fine, totally not hot day? Oh, there we are, little Brunos. You people are freaking fast. Hi, my friend. I hope it's not as hot around here because it is around here because I don't like it any longer. It has been too much heat. I need coldness. I also need to finish actually putting this in. And there it is. Well, the question is, have I been smart enough in the past? Meh. Turn off the chip. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. They don't know what they're missing out on. But then, change things around. I to this 25-year-old stream 2 hours last night. Oh, ooh, that's painful. Now then, it's time to play some Stellaris, and to no one's surprise, it looks precisely like I would expect it to look after not having looked at with more anime this time. Why? Well, I'm not even going to explain it this, but I'm used to it. He wouldn't shut the fuck up after that, so I had to deal with it. But hey, it's a lot more subdued than usually. I was about to say a lot more subdued and then this. Okay, I need to do something about this music before I get another 50 clicks. Stellaris, I haven't played with you in a long while. But hey, change, Blackboy gave me a nice little, what was it, nice little DLC. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a look at it. Is this in any way, shape or form so I can actually identify it? Of course not. No. Of course this is not ordered in any way where I could actually make good use of it. Let me fucking drink. Yeah, I believe it. I believe that calls for a drink, a strong one at that, honestly. Now then, I'm going to use my own music because fuck this shit and 15 claims plus. I'm not going to go through that again. That is putting it bloody mildly, honestly. Now let me play around a bit with the sounds so I can actually hear my own music because yeah, chat doesn't want to work with me. Better. Just a tiny bit better. Not that. Hey, look at it. The world is huge. That's Stellaris. I'm not going to even say much more. Honestly, I never got into Stellaris nearly as much as I got into other Paradox titles, especially Crusader Kings, but, well, since I now have new DLC, which basically just added some aquatic fucks and I would never play with those alien scum anyway. But you know, never look a gift horse in the mouth or something. So we're gonna play Stellaris, I actually need to remember how to fucking play Stellaris in the first place. My research looks nice. Good job, Tech Boy. I see we have some surprising assets in my research. Actually, aren't you supposed to be my leader? What is my leader doing as a researcher? I have questions, game. How to play game? I don't remember. Insanity, Linux, edition verdicts. And sounds useful in the long run. But honestly, you know, it's been that bad. Get yourself a drink. Doesn't need to be much. Get yourself a drink. Oh boy. I remember how to do this at least. Now then, where the fuck am I? I'm in the 1000 water. On the bright side, good, my first mental health appointment scheduled. I mean, that's something. I would have probably still preferred if you just got your job and you could celebrate. 19th, of July, Jesus. Basically a month. Java system. I remember how to play this game, I swear. Yes. Paradox games, I do love that you're basically all using the same system. Your shift and your control buttons are very important little tools. But then, as for who the fuck we are, I... Basically... no one. We are basically this bitch who lives on a tomb world and is trying to conquer the world from a tomb world. Do we need to say more about this? I don't think we need to say more about it. It's gonna be our life goal. It's actually surprising how much I remember where the menus are. I'm surprised by myself. Now then, science ships? Yes, please. I need more science ships. And then we can probably just on pause. Ah. But look at the nice big world. Well, universe in this case. Ah, Stellaris, you had such good ideas. And then some of it got cut away. I remember the original. Yes, that's nice of you to tell me. Because I'm a monarchy, I actually have, you know, a crown princess. Also, you know, if you look very carefully at my little flag here, it's basically a little tentacle monster because I was like, yes. If I go the enemy road, I can go the hentai road. Screw you. I'm just hoping I can't stop driving to picking up a bottle of bourbon on the way home. Nah, don't let it get you down. I know that's
construction complete.
Easier said than done. Believe you me. But instead of pitying it, just you know, there's a nice opportunity to take a break, and you're like, okay, take a nice break. You go from there. Jesus Christ, I need more people. What do we get? Lifespan. Lifespan sounds good. I don't have enough unity. Okay, that ship is not going to be much use then, for a moment. Okay, where is my unity? There's my unity. How much more unity do I actually need? I should probably look this up. 150. Okay. Okay. And not can't. Well, make the best of it anyway. There cannot be anything else. Which is the most useless and the most useful, honestly.
Anomaly found.
That's nice. For now, yeah. For the moment, we shall all go for, well, shit, normal speed. I'm pretty sure this is going to take fucking forever. We're probably going to have to start it up. I'm stay at home that with 3 kids, no job, not enough income, and 2 failing content creating platforms. Breaks literally are possible.
Anomaly found.
Beef for now. Well, you're still better than most people at this point, because you're still trying to get a job which will solve one of those states. I'm pretty sure the 3 kids will stay with you a while longer. That's kinda how that goes. Not enough income, honestly, if you tell me who has enough income at these times, apart from a very select few, I'd surprised, honestly. I mean, your platforms are not failing. But at least from my point of view, they're pretty damn big, actually. So, there's that, for once. Doesn't mean much, I know. And if they will fail or not, but probably something you will only really see in the future. According to the wife drinkings of the table. Ah, shit. That sucks. I mean, at least a nice drink to, you know, take off the edge. Would be nice. Cannot attack your browser. Nations will find it hard to establish communications with us. Negative first contact events are less likely to happen to us. It's wise to be cautious, indeed. Shall we meet Zenu? We shall be careful. Not greeted into, not invited into our homes, because it probably has tentacles. And we have animal girls. It is not a good combination. I do not like where this is going. But shit. Honestly, sometimes that's really the best recipe for anything. Just a nice drink, but the wife says no. That's
construction complete.
Gonna be a problem. Right, now don't get so down. I know that is habitable world survey. Yeah, sure.
Situation log updated.
I remember this. You get like an S-load of fucking events at this point. It's like, let's do this, let's do this, let's do something. I think it's here. Yeah. the German. I mean, you guys were perfect at unifying to create an empire. Only to sort of conquer what was no longer an empire. Only to call itself an empire anyway. Well, if the strong guy goes ahead and says like it's an empire, then well, that's how it is. What do you mean empty? Oh, this has changed. You should beforehand they've actually set into positions and you just had to choose, and now it's like look at dash, it's new. Expansion? I don't actually remember which ones actually works. I shouldn't drink a fifth of bourbon when I'm depressed. A rare bullet net is very rare indeed. And you can only start with 100. Maybe discovery is better, survey speed. Yeah, survey speed sounds very good. Well, to be fair, drinking while depressed is, well, a hell of a recipe for one hell of a nice little spiral downwards. But it can help. I mean, where do people think the whole idea of taking the edge off actually comes from? Because it actually does work to some degree. Alas. Oh, Stellaris. What empire are we? Genocidal psychopaths or wholesome democrats? Even better, the brown anime girls. Because of course, I had this one, you know, with 1 or 2 DLCs, and then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look at it, and now I'm looking at it again because TechWork actually brought me another DLC for this one. I was like, yes, I'm gonna play it. I go in and the first thing I see is this.
Uncharted.
I was like, okay, I'll take it. What else can I do at this point? It also means I need to remember how to play this, but, well. We have any girls first, eh? Well, at least as far as any game that allows it is, there's a high chance there are some in there. I don't even have to work for it, that's the cool thing about it. I just need to make sure that I actually, because that's something I think the tech were never considered, I take care of the music, because the music gets me claims like no one's business. YouTube is like, hello, I would like to introduce you to 15 claims plus. Thanks a lot for your, you know, work. Like, okay. Hey, at least they haven't complained yet. About, you know, the pictures. Also, my flag is a tentacle monster. And also, there are actually tentacle aliens out there. I find it a rather fitting setting. Let's see where that one in particular goes. Probably straight into the 80 plus corner, to be fair, but alas. The whole reason why I just told my people to be a bit careful when we make first contact, like, yeah, let's not invite them home. That could go horribly wrong. How many goes? Rule 34 is a good way to scrap our downfall. When the downfall will come anyway, why not enjoy it with some, you know, nice pictures along the way, I suppose. Please announce myself. My empire was called the Socialist Techno Federation. Honestly, I think I haven't really played Stellaris since at least 3 or so DLCs ago, because I was like, it's a nice game, and I don't know what it is, but it never really caught me like, for example, Hearts of Iron did, or, well, of course Crusader Kings did, because Crusader Kings is fucking awesome. I don't even know why. Not see the Techno Federation status. A leader gained a level. That's neat. It's very neat indeed. Actually, I should probably build another construction ship. I never really play as humans, often play as an avian race. Honestly, I just got told I should start my own business. A very good question. Technically speaking, if you earn monies or anything, you can make it into a business. So technically streaming could become a business. To some degree, if you want to make a more classical business like I do, like, you know, running a store, yeah, then some funds are most definitively a necessity. Not necessarily that much in the way of funds, and there are some government programs usually that help with that. To some degree. Actually, I wouldn't count on that. Actually, I don't know how the structure is in the USA. I should shut up about that particular point, because that's not something I'm too knowledgeable about. Now, can I get a fucking leader, please? String is one-person startups. There is. I'm not saying there isn't. I'm just saying that it's fully difficult. You know what? Screw you. You red-haired nonsense creature, I shall take you with me. Go over here, please. Ah shit, that's a science ship. Go over here, please. But yes, even a startup, if it wants to produce anything at some point, will need money. And money is the point. Well, I would like to listen to it, honestly, little Venus, but I have the following problem. Since the fucking list is not ordered, and there is most definitively fucking anime nonsense in there, I don't want to get another 15 claims that I then have to read through because I'm just that fucking diligent about it. Yeah, my music in the background for today. I will clean up this list and I will actually tell the tech boy that music is not a good idea in games. Because that gets claimed like no one's business. What if the only hope of starting a business would be a loan? Couldn't even get a fucking home loan when we were both working full time. Kinda depends. I don't know how the system of banks is in the US, but usually if you have a solid idea, you have done all the math, you have the numbers, and it's solid enough, the bank might be willing to give you a loan as long as you can, or are willing to offer some securities. I'm not going to give you any promises when it comes to that, but you can try the conviction road. It works with banks here, at least, to some degree, mind you. If your background is complete shit, though, I mean, financially speaking, so if you have not repaid loans in the past, yeah, you can cut that down immediately and go like, nope. But that's at least not completely impossible. But you really should look into that before you start something like this, because, oh boy, I can tell you. That's not a decision you want to make lightly and then regret it. Because, many people failed because of that.
Star system charted.
Having high numbers not paid off yet is better than having never having it. Curious, I have nothing to offer for collateral. Well, then you can only really try the good old-fashioned convince them route. Because if your idea is solid enough, you can get away with that. Maybe. Really depends. Banks are first and foremost businesses themselves, and they will not really give money without any sort of guarantee that they will get it back.
Star system charted.
Let us grow a bit more, shall we? Grow! Wait until we meet some horrible alien monstrosity to really fuck us over. You know what? Automatic servering, go for it, little creature.
Star system charted.
Yeah, no problem, man. Sometimes it's just, just fucking days like that. Ain't nice, but that's how it fucking goes.
Construction complete.
No reason to apologize. Actually, you know, maybe it can be at least a little bit helpful to just, you know, talk a bit about it. Though I would like to point out that, sadly, I can't actually give you any more...
Anomaly found.
Or good advice. Mostly because, honestly, these systems are far too different, and I have far too little knowledge when it comes to the fucking... US systems. Around here I could actually give you some advice on how to get things going, though there's a lot of groveling involved. Well, there are two things involved. There are three things actually. It's a bit of a combination of A, a lot of dick sucking that you have to do to get some of the bigger players to play with you. Then B, there's the groveling part, and C, there's the part where you need to pretend like you have it all figured out and you fucking know what you're doing. And this can only go well. If you get those three right, you will get something going, but that's basically misusing the system. I don't know if the time would actually work in America. There's some business partnerships that you can go in, you know. Not necessarily the frail friendship route, but we are not only sect against poor like me, but say very violently by state. Well, I mean, that at least means that if you look really into how any potential state works, you might find one that is more favorable. Potentially.
Construction complete.
I mean, I know, don't get me wrong, the system is always stacked against poor people. It doesn't even matter where the fuck you are on this globe. The system will never be like, yes, the poor are precisely what I would like to help and have around. Much as that sucks, mind you. No, but you can potentially drive to another one if it's... Actually, no, that's not a good idea, because it's fucking America. Fucking America is big. Much easy to forget that, but America is actually fucking big.
Star system charted.
I guess for the moment all you can really do is look into your
Construction
options, I
complete.
suppose. It's really difficult though. Yeah, right, I should actually build something on my home planet, shouldn't I? I completely forgot I had a home planet, because, well, it's a toon world. What of how, oh yeah, right, I can build things. How does this even work? There was something like... Empresses had to be loaded, no, the cost some being modified. Okay. I swear to God there was something. Yeah, that did with that.
Anomaly found.
Leave it be for now. We have many things to do. So we had the luck of tapping when they wanted to then haircut on that team. Build me generators actually, because I do remember that money is always
Star system charted.
yeah, in my case. Research is increased by 1, sure. Okay, that's a dead end, which means I only have like one way out from my system. It's actually not a bad thing, because that makes it relatively easy to create a choke point. In case someone decides to, you know, visit with bad intentions, like tentacles. And I will never let it go. I mean, you can
Star
try,
system charted.
just don't come back later and be like, I'm in trouble now, because, well, that's kind of the risk you're taking with that approach. I mean, I guess the easiest way, if you want to actually do, you know, the whole self-employment route, is to actually, well, bunker down, find yourself a job, any job, basically, save up as much money as you can, and get shit rolling. Would be the sort of plan that would take a few years at the very least, but you know. Kind of what I did. Not with the precise subject.
Technology secured.
I mean, it technically speaking doesn't really need much. Just
Anomaly
this.
found.
For me, that the first thing you would need to actually find is a way to actually do that. To be fair, that's quite a challenge considering, but still.
Anomaly found.
It doesn't really
Construction
need
complete.
much. A few thousand, 2,000, 3,000 can open many, many doors, to put it mildly. If you can actually start there, that would probably make that whole self-employment thing a lot easier.
Technology secured.
Minerals.
Construction complete.
Yes, game, I know. I mean, nothing against content creation. Honestly, content creation is fine, but that's the sort of thing that takes potentially years until it actually takes off to a point where you can actually not necessarily live off, but at least, you know, contribute. Not saying it's a bad route. You just need the breath room, the breathing room. That's how you say it, right?
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I guess first and foremost you would have to decide, well, you want to continue focusing on content creation, then you will have to do it under the rather clear-cut and no illusion that can potentially quite a while until that, you know, contributes. Even then, you know, it's not a guaranteed thing actually, because, well, no one can guarantee that you will have success in a market that has so many and is also not doing very much for the small ones, to be fair. At least I don't think it does much.
Anomaly found.
Oh yeah, now I was kind of confused why I was getting so many achievements all of a sudden, and now I'm like, yeah, of course, because I never played this in Iron Man, did I? That explains it. I was like, I'm pretty sure that this basic shit, I'm pretty sure I've already done most of that.
Anomaly found.
Why are you annoying me, game? The game is like, I just wanted to point out, nicely as I am. This is the sort of thing you really wanna get your hands on.
Construction complete.
Yeah, it is in a difficult situation indeed, and usually, you know, thinking about it on the spot will not necessarily give you any answer. The only thing you can really do is sit down and think about it at length and at peace, because bleh, everything else is just going to lead to more depression, honestly. Just kind of remind me that the date for my own little state of having no job is coming surprisingly quickly, surprisingly closer. Ooh.
Anomaly found.
Actually, I think that's how it is for most people. Most people, when they start trying to do something, have no idea how to do things, and you can really only work your way in slowly. It has nothing to do with being dumb, honestly. It's just, yes, you know, you're not gonna be born a master. And even if you're born in the wrong timeline, you're gonna be fucked too. So there are no guarantees in this fucking life. Heck, if you had told me 10 years ago that I would be running my own store at some point, I'd fucking laughed in your face and go like, no, far too risky. Why the fuck would I do that? Well, a few years later, here I was, sitting there and sweating buckets because I had a very important meeting with the state lottery company and tried to actually make them, or rather convince them that I would be a good partner for them, that I can most definitively go through their courses and get their qualifications. And that's where the dick sucking comes in.
Star system charted.
Not literal dick sucking, but very much dick sucking. Same actually with streaming. If you had told me like two years ago or so that I would be doing this basically every day because it's fun, I would meet cool people along the way. I mean, you know, like yourself. The cool people. You do know that I too at one point had that nice moment where I was looking at, oh, so that's how you're supposed to do editing. Okay, I have no actually a clue how to do this. Well, if you're dumb, then I guess I'm dumb too. I can live with that sort of dumb, though. Personally, I consider it more like this. Since I lack basic technological understanding in many things computer regards, it's biting me a bit in the ass, to be fair. But hey, at some point I learned how to use a picture program to make a nice thumbnail for the YouTube site. And then I stopped doing it because there was an easy alternative. I was like, damn it, why the fuck even bother? I should get back to doing this. Actually, I want to make one for our co-op nonsense at some point. Get some practice with that. It's failing due to that stupidity that bugs me.
Star system charted.
Let's build more generator districts. Yeah, that's nice. Am I overpopulated? No, but I have unemployed people. Then wouldn't the first question be like, are you de facto failing, or is it just taking its sweet ass time? Which, to be fair, is also an option. As I don't know. It's hard to foresee things, especially if you have no experience in them. Can I grow? Is it actually useful to grow down here? I have no idea. I will grow
Anomaly found.
Leave it be for now. We need to grow. Actually, should I build a fleet? I'm confused. Should I build a fleet? Build a fleet? I shall build a fleet. A fleet of corvettes, and we can hold like 20 in one fleet, so we need like 17 more. Bam, 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 bam. The Boeing class. Boeing class, basically.
Star system charted.
I know, that's sort of very much not even neutral talk. It does remind me right after I stopped doing my job, you know, in the Undertaker business. I had some trouble finding a job after that because, well, for some reason people didn't find that to be much of a qualifier. Like, yes, I know how to get, you know, how to make dead people look nice and put them in a nice little coffin. You'd be surprised how little convincing that does in, you know, a job interview, apparently. I do remember feeling fucking depressed about it, because after you have done this like 5 or 6 times in a row, I'm not gonna feel good about it. Let's just say it like this.
Construction complete.
Did mean that I was basically jobless for like 1 month. I think that actually was the longest time I ever had was without a job. If memory serves. No boy, do I never ever want to do that again. And then comes the fun fact. This is precisely what I will have to be doing because, well, in September or October, depending a bit on how things go, I will be without a store. And that means I'm officially, you know, without a job. Which means I then have to do the good old-fashioned route of, you know, applying for jobs. Again. And dude, let me tell you, that's the whole reason why I'm so fucking frantic about getting qualification, because in Germany at least, you know, having run your own business, even successfully for a while and at a time, doesn't count much, let's just say. Would assume it would, but nah, it doesn't. It'll be one hell of an interesting time ahead. But oh well. Crying about it now would be kinda a bit premature on one hand, and B, well, it wouldn't change the situation, now would it? So I would still be sitting in the same situation, but now I would be crying about it instead of try to perfectly reasonably ignore it.
Anomaly found.
Fleet is growing. We have 10 ships. We can afford, well, another 10. 5 called, what I missed. Not much now. I was just giving a bit of a spiel about my own past experience when I, quite a while ago actually, stopped doing, you know, my job as an undertaker. And I actually had to go through interviews myself. It was depressing because, well, apparently being an undertaker is not the sort of thing that people like to see on your resume. I had some real trouble finding a job after that, so, you know, 4 months or so of joblessness, that was fucking great. Especially if, you know, you go through interview after interview for 5 days a week and you end up in a situation where it's like, I don't even want to think about Monday any longer. But hey, after 4 months of uselessly sitting around and feeling worse and worse every day, which did turn out well. Not in the way I expected though, to be fair.
Star system charted. Star system charted.
Just a nice little reminder that, you know, sometimes things turn around at the most unexpected of hours and in the most unexpected of ways. Still would advise for a nice drink once in a while because, well, keeping your cool when things are going shitty is
Construction complete.
And while men do like to tend to be like, I am invincible, good old-fashioned manly man, we're not really nearly as invincible as we would like to be. I've made contact with the enemy. The aliens. You. I will send you an anime girl to get into contact with you. Pretty sure that system looked different the last time I played it too, so I'm kind of confused, but you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna take it. What else can I do?
Construction complete.
I would like to take that one over, because I think that would be an ideal thing for us to do. Might be a bit early, but we can afford it anyways. Being incapable of getting even a burger flipper job. I mean, I know that feeling. I basically applied to basic bitch office jobs that were actually below what I was doing before, and because as an undertaker there's a lot of office stuff you have to do actually. And so most of the jobs I applied for were basically, you know, basic bitch first level data entry things. Basically you take, you know, a folder full of documents and then you put them into
Construction
by
complete.
law required right order, and then you give this basically to the guy next to you who then clicks it in. You know, not the most high of stuff, to put it mildly. Doesn't even pay that well, but well, I thought that, you know, at least get a basic bitch job out of it, but no.
Star
Not even
system
as a fucking,
charted.
you know, the fucking call center they wanted me. That was depressing. Actually, funny story, just after I decided that, you know, screw all of this nonsense, and I found a job shortly after, due to a friend of mine,
Star system charted.
acquaintance of mine going like, hey, you know,
Technology secured.
I might be able to find something for you. Another story for another day. A short while after that, I actually got a message back from one of those assholes I had talked to, who didn't bother to reply to me in, like, at that point, like 5 months, I was saying, like, hey, you can totally start now, we have a job for you. And I was like, yeah, fuck you too, assholes. Bastards, honestly, after fucking 5 months, I was like, no. I'd rather not.
Technology secured.
Fucking bastards all around. But yeah. Do I want to invest into my fleet? Honestly, I don't feel like investing into my fleet much.
Construction complete.
I'd much rather try to first and foremost grow. The High Queen has been briefed on the unknown vessel that has supported in the metal system. Its design does not match anything in our records, suggesting that we are dealing with a possible first contact scenario with an alien civilization.
Anomaly
Permission?
found.
For fuck's sake. Permission of the High Queen. We can begin an analysis. Yes, that's the word, and I'm gonna let it sit like this. The data we have collected to see if the language can be translated. Keep at it, you fools. Now, what else was going on? It's a 3-star system. It looks nice. I want it. Actually, I think trying to grow fast is probably still one of the better strategies, because at some point we're going to make them run into someone's border, and that's not gonna be that easy to take, so Bro is the order of the day. I mean, to be fair, it's not really that much different. Pretty much wherever you go, basically. Just because you take Germany, for example, just because I know how to run a business, does that mean that I would get a job doing at least running a department or something? No, I actually need to go the school way through the dual trainee system in order to get qualification, because without that, I will not get a job, because without that, I'm an unqualified person.
Star system
No
charted.
matter how much experience I actually bring to the table, doesn't matter. I don't have the qualifications for it. I don't have a slip of paper saying that yes, a man can do this. I don't know how fucking frustrating that is. Yeah, I can relate, to put it mildly. Still, you know, I don't really want to get fucking pressed about it. Not for a moment, at least. I would have all the time to get depressed about it in, you know, fall. Because in fall is when things will get to that point. Now I do have, you know, because I've been running a business for a while, I do have some connections here, there, and everywhere, so I am, you know, very desperately speaking with people, like, hey, you know, if there's some sort of position you can get me into, it doesn't matter what, you know, I would do anything from being a fucking driver to logistics if I have to. Probably gonna kill my back even more, but I'll do it for a while if it keeps me afloat. Basically. But hey, shitty situations, that's basically half of your life. The rest is actually pretty okay, and some moments are pretty damn great, actually. Yeah. We've managed to pick up clear audio feeds. Shut up, game. And wise as to the meanings, blah 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 blah. Optimistic that this new signal will help them make significant progress towards the breakthrough. Excellent! Sure, I wasn't applying to be management though. I was applying to the line cook. An excellent reference, made no demands about pay, didn't even ask about pay. Got passed up for people infinity years experience and qualified.
Anomaly found.
Yep, that just happens. Honestly, that just happens. Don't ask me why, even if you are
Construction
amongst
complete.
the better ones, that doesn't actually mean shit. You can't just have somebody in front of you who just doesn't like a fucking face and, well, that's basically the end of story. That's how it works with those fucking HR people sometimes. As I said, I have had my share of experience with that nonsense and
Star system charted.
can fucking relate, let's just say.
Star system charted.
But yeah, just a shitty day. As I said, you know, I mean, see, that's the whole point where we need to actually get to be, you know, become famous and actually make some money of all of this nonsense, so that we can actually, you know, buy ourselves a nice little studio somewhere with all of the cool stuff that we could ever want equipment-wise to play around with and actually learn how to do shit professionally. And then we could actually, you know, just sneak out and have a nice little drink right about now. Sadly, that's, well, easier said than done. As I get reminded of daily. Attempts, blah blah blah, elusive as they seem to be going to considerable effort to prevent us and pay as eavesdroppers. If they've only managed... Could you pause game? We decided that communications we just acquire greater sample size. The proposal has been drawn up somewhat more aggressive information gathering. Some may call it hacky. But they will surely not take indeed, should detect it. Attempt to hack into their database to find out more about them. If they detect our attempts, they will likely be angered by this course of action. First contact process advance. I mean, you know, I'm kinda on their side. I'm also like, let's be cautious about it. Don't look at that. They're hostile. We have therefore only mentioned to accept small fragments. Sadly, I don't think death is nearly as much of a nice, sweet embrace that people make it out to be. Pretty sure you get treated even worse when you're dead. At least by the people you left behind, selfish of you. You will probably not get treated well. Sadly. It is a high chance that, you know, the afterlife is not all that we have been promised. I mean, can I suspect as much? But alas, it's just my personal take on the matter. Actually, I was pretty sure I need more consumer goods, do I? Hold on, we built more consumer goods, game. What's the problem? But hey, the most important part is really, honestly, and I cannot get tired of saying it again and again, to just not give up, because, well, there's really no alternative, honestly. I'm sure if you need to take a break and sit down for a bit, that's fair and dandy. Very fair, even. You kinda have to get back up again. Do I still have... Yes, I still have another enemy world I can send you. Waifus. I shall send you waifus. Are you happy now? But like, I'm not a weep, and I'm sitting on a chair. Shit. It's gonna get along well then. Yeah. Good thing is, I'm not that deep into it. Ooh, right, you get ascension perks. I had forgotten about that, actually. What can I get? Available envoys. You subject to suffer monthly loyalty penalty from having multiple subjects. Leader can level fund, Empress size for planets. Cloud block, one vision. One vision. It's a little minion. Shit, Destiny sounds actually nice, because I kind of feel that I need more envoys if we meet more aliens. Because apparently now I need to use envoys to actually establish first contact. Game has really changed since I looked at it the last time. The only good thing about this game is that it is very much a nice and relaxed game, which means I actually have, well, basically at least one hand free at all time. Which makes pipe smoking a lot easier, actually. Ah shit, that reminds me, actually, we'll not have nearly as much of an easy access to pipes and stuff any longer. That's something I need to look into, actually. Because I actually don't know where I'm supposed to be getting my good tobacco, if not over the... Actually, I don't have any idea where to get this without my business contacts. Since those only sell to businesses, that's gonna be fun. It's a bit along the line of, you know, what isn't fun these fucking days? Actually, is that Unity? No, it's Influence. Yep, you do that. No reason to let the baby scream and to drive you mad. Because sooner or later it will make you mad. Yes, let's look at my little tentacle empire and enjoy our rice.
Construction complete.
Okay, for the moment I will actually ignore this nice little thing here, because nobody can reach it. They would have to go through me to reach it, and I'm pretty sure they will not go through me in order to reach it, so we shall do something else in the meantime.
Star system charted.
That seems to be a better idea than the alternatives, basically. Growing outward, basically.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, leave me for now. Later on we'll have all the time in the world to look at these anomalies. The High Queen is not happy. The High Queen is very much not happy. Why? Because she doesn't like the idea of having tentacle monsters all around her. For some mystical reason, she seems to be particular about this one. Very, very particular, actually.
Star system charted.
Star system charted. Very good. The galaxy is large. Hive mind drones study modified of 15 years. Can you following effect? Worker pop reports on that. Contract with a single multitude. Distinct species. We must find out. Yes.
Foreign power is hailing us.
I speak as one. The hive mind has taken note of your presence. We will observe for now. Future actions will depend upon whether you are a threat, opportunity for expansion, or an unforeseen variable. We all have much to gain from this encounter. This changes everything. We have found the aliens. The first aliens we found, well, apparently they don't look like they have tentacles.
Construction complete.
Let's immediately build an outpost there so they don't take that from me. Move over here to build another one immediately so we can actually cuck them from lands that we would like to have. So Beben, then Breek, then Merrill. Will be ours. The enemy, well, future potential enemy will be cucked. Right here, right now, right in this particular show. Must admit I do find myself enjoying playing Stellaris after this long time. Mostly because if I play it on normal I can actually...
Construction complete.
Shit. Relax and talk nonsense, all I want. Also means that here would be an ideal point to actually build a starport. Some defenses. Because this could be where the enemy potentially invades us, and if that were to happen, I would very much like to be prepared for that particular nonsense. Because the alternative is that since this seems to be dead end, we go up here. It could be that they actually managed to cuck us first, and I don't want to be cucked here.
Technology secured.
Because then all I can actually do is growing through warfare with them. More survey speed. Yeah, that would be nice because we do need more survey speed. Yeah, we'll try our bestest to get this done quickly, basically. And hope for the best, of course, but well. The Esgigun multitude. A bit of an unfortunate point taken. Strategic resources discovered. Nice, we get all of the good shit now. Tasty. Yeah, tasty. Bam, bam, bam. That's also very advantageous because it actually
Technology secured.
cucks them out of the larger area behind us. More food, more edicts fund, naval capacity, growth speed. Give me more food for the moment. I need to get a larger sample. Yes, here's a large sample. I don't know about those alien scum. I think I didn't actually make my people specifically xenophobic in this particular part. I mean, I do most of the time make them very much xenophobic because I like to be in isolation and go like, I'm on my own, screw the alien. Murder the Xeno because it is a Xeno. Cannot accept the Xeno.
Star system charted.
Yeah, you're probably gonna go out there, right? Yeah. Now, since here's the end of the border, so basically if I get this area, at least in this direction, I can cuck them. That's precisely what I want to do. Might not sound nice, but it is with purpose, mind you. It all has its purpose. Also, we are actually losing food at this point, which means it actually is a good thing that I just went for more food. Is there anything else I need immediately?
Construction complete.
Back and get screamed at. Yeah, the most definitively nice experience of having children. I can sing quite a bit of a song about that.
Star system charted.
But I will not. Because that's fucking depressing. But yeah, let's hope that the baby will be nice and non-screamy for a while. Because at least some peace of mind would be nice once in a while. Actually, what do you want from me? My game is like, I'm trying to tell you something. Would you please listen? I'm sitting in a game. What are you trying to tell me, though? Let's go. So we're gonna... Do we want to build another district of generators? Okay, I think I can't. Because we're already building the last one. Oh, shit. Now, you may have missed it, little Kronos, but I'm trying to, you know, cut the hive mind from expanding in my direction. And the plan so far, instead of, you know, conquering all of these little star systems for myself, I will build up a system of choke points along their border and try to keep them away from expanding in my direction. And if they can get this before me, I'm kinda without an option, because then the only option for me to grow outside of my little chamber down here would be to, well, invade them first and foremost. I would kinda not like to go to war with it. Just attack them. Normally that might be an option, but considering that we're at the beginning of the game, I have not yet invested anything into military technology. My corvettes are basically basic bitch corvettes. This explains why they have, you know, like a absolute ridiculously low power in actually attacking. That is going to not work well. Let's put it mildly. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that will just end my existence very quickly. Because as far as I'm aware, I'm playing on the normal difficulty, which means I'm not getting any sort of bonuses here. That means, yeah, I'm gonna get murdered. Bitter. Oh, I will attack them. I mean, mostly because they already hate me. I don't think they will stop hating me. Actually, can we diplomacy? Improve relationships for a moment. To build a spy. Send an envoy who will work on building a spy network. A spy network. Ah, language is difficult sometimes. Go in there and spy for me, please. Now, as soon as we have enough points, if we can win this race, we are in a good position. We can grow further. Till we meet the next bloody freaking asshole who's gonna be smack dab sitting in my way and going like, yeah, you shall not pass. And I'm sitting there like, yes, I will pass. Yeah, we can manage. I've guessed several phrases that they seem to begin with. Which should we use to greet them? Abuglar addressed. A poor choice. They hate me now. Well, I tried. I made another enemy. That's a good start. I tried. What can I say? Corvette build cost and speed. That would be good because Corvettes basically only have their speed for them. Bit of an obvious thing, that one, but alas. We tried. And somebody closed the... Yeah, they closed their borders immediately on me. Which one was it? Yeah, F1. Okay. Like, hey, we hate you. And I'm sitting like, okay, let's improve relationships so that you don't immediately fucking declare war on me. So where the fuck are you? Okay, you're up here. Let's hope for the best, actually. I need some peace and quiet. I don't know if I actually like the new first contact system. It's a bit more interactive, sure, but...
Construction complete.
If you were to now ask me, do I like it? There's the screaming. My condolences, man. ship. I believe in you, ship. You can go it and get there in time. I will cuck them. I swear to God, I will cuck them personally. Yeah, nothing to be done about it either. She runs out. Playpen. Not gonna happen. Yeah. But that's not an option, then it's not an option, but... Clearly, making a child understand that that is not going to happen is a lot more difficult than an adult. Can't just smack them in the face and be like, well, I'm done with it. Now then, be a good one. Oh, I think subterfuge is new. Hmm. Yep. Sometimes all you can do is sit around and accept the screaming. Ah, I'm very happy that I don't have to suffer that any longer, to be fair. Prosperity sounds very good because there seems to be... Hello, hello there. The little snowy boy. Quite literally, actually. That's a name and a half. How are you? The finest of evenings. Also, you're a rare guest. You're on the other side, aren't you? You're not on Twitch, you're on YouTube, aren't you? Ah, you can't hide from me, now can you? Come on, ship. I want you to go over there and I want you to cut them. Come on. Believe in you. Just one more system away and then they will at least not grow in my direction. And I'm not getting cut myself because, you know, my tentacles need to go everywhere. Oh, fucking master ship. This be a race. This be a very important race. This be a race I don't want to lose. Come on, come on, come on! Build fucking 4-star. I've built so many starbases at this point, you should damn well know how it goes. And then I think at the long run we're gonna build some, you know, actually this is... Bist du Deutscher? In der Tat. I am very much so German. Can't really hide that fact, you know. Pretty damn hard, actually. And since we have built this starbase, why don't we build the other ones up immediately too?
Construction complete.
Upgrade this, build a few defensive platforms, because why not? Run out of resources, I'm guessing. Yes, I am. Not surprising. Just disappointing.
Star system charted.
Nice. We cacked them. Whoa, we cacked them hard. Yes, Jagon Multitude has closed their borders. Yeah, I don't care about that. They are shitting here now, and you will not just get into my way. That's all I needed. Time to send another anime wife over to another person. Go like, hello. How can I really ruin your day? Because to believe you me, I will ruin the day. One way or another, that is.
Star system charted.
And then I think we can actually focus a bit more on building up the internal systems. Of the ones that I've left behind here because I wanted to grow. And all of the ones that I've left behind here because there are some pretty cool systems here. They have cool stuff in them. And I would like that stuff very much so. Also, I should probably also build a star citadel. Well, it will be a citadel at some point if I can afford it. Here. Point being, if I can actually afford it, because right now I can't. But what? Slow and steadily, as they say. Which is a cool thing about this game, you know? This is a lot less tension than Hearts of Iron, for example, and a lot less...
Construction complete.
A lot less, what I was about to say,
charted.
what's the word?
Construction complete.
a lot less. You choose good music. Thank you very much. It's Nier music. I do love Nier. It's a pretty fucking awesome series. And it also has awesome music. Well, the main problem is, you see, a friend of mine, a little tech boy, he likes to. It's basically an old, lasting, very old joke between us, but he basically likes to add anime mods to most of my games when they actually are available. So this one has, you know, it has some waifus in it. What we good example there? Simadida, waifu. Now the problem is of that usually includes also music, and the last time I tried leaving that in the background, I got like 15 claims on the YouTube, so I go like, hey now, I see you like music, how about you don't? Surprisingly enough though, if I have this running in the background, quietly mind you, nobody cares. So yeah, I'll be quite happy with that. The treachery of the Waff aliens. Study their remains for clues. So the inclusion of non-name blah 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 space would not clear until now just how much of a threat the Waff aliens proposed. They covered first to intercept one of our cargo vessels in the Merrill system. However, in a stroke of fortune, we had several warships concealed nearby that were able. We don't have warships, game. I quite you have one fleet of 10 corvettes. And this is all.
Tactical retreat.
Tactical retreat.
Technology secured.
So that's where the Waff aliens are. I have a fleet. I'm not sure my fleet is able to deal with them. Really don't. But yeah. Don't tell anyone, little snowball, but I can tell you, YouTube can be a bit of a bitch about things. Actually, not even Twitch is that much of a bitch about things, but YouTube, believe you me, and
Technology secured.
tell them I told you that. Because, you know, secret. Very secret. Not like you cannot hear any bloody freaking content creator of your choice, basically, complaining about this. Apart from the really successful ones, because they will not complain about the company that feeds them, which is an understandable, very understandable point. It's like, you know, don't bite the hand that feeds you, basically. But, you know, fair is fair. Fair is fair. I do like my little continent. Also, the interesting thing is, you know, our little logo here for a little kingdom is basically now a tentacle monster, and we are full of waifus. While on the other hand, I fear the outside tentacle. The outside, the alien tentacle, the Xeno, shall not be admitted into our lands. We already have our tentacles, and we're quite happy with them. Yes. What are you doing there, ship? Are you actually building this, the thing I told you, or are you just sitting there and waiting for better weather? Run, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Pretty much, yeah. Which is why, you know, I wouldn't hold that against anyone who has actually success with the content creation. Because, yeah, nobody bites the hand that feeds them. As long as it's not really something, you know, just childly that really needs to be spoken about. In which case, fine. You might. But that needs to be something that you would be willing to stake your, well, livelihood on. Well. On the upside of that, that means, since I actually found
Construction
a
complete.
form of music that we can listen to in the background, as long as I don't make it loud, you know, I'll take that little oversight on YouTube's side of things and enjoy it very much. One thing is, actually, even if you play games like Nier and other things, you know, stuff where you would assume that the music would be well okay because you're actually playing the bloody freaking game. You know, that too can give you a nice little clip sometimes. I have some streams like this where a bit later I was looking at the channel page and was like, oh look, YouTube said it again. They don't like it. Not at all. But why complain about it? Ain't gonna change. At least not really. Where the fuck is my fleet? Oh yeah, it's moving at the speed of a snail because, well, it quite literally can't. Hello, little waifu. The Kalzen Collective. Future actions will depend upon whether you're a threat, opportunity, or nonsense. Yeah, cooperation will surely benefit us all, I say. on one hand, while the other side clearly plans to eradicate you. But they don't know that yet. God damn it. See, this is precisely what I had feared, because now, technically speaking, I'm cucked from growing ever further. They have closed their borders, which means I can't move through them without attacking them. Which means I can't look at the rest of the galaxy.
Star system charted.
It means my little science guy here will continue doing his thing, but in a moment I'm cucked behind an iron curtain. That I don't like, honestly. They're wise to be cautious.
Construction complete.
I don't really know if I like that new first contact mechanic, honestly. The last time I played it, it didn't have it. I remember that much.
Construction complete.
To be fair, but been an on and off thing for quite a while at this point, so I guess I can at least recall my fleet to the Great Sleeper. Well, quite literally make it sleep again. I'm like, bye-bye. I'm tired now. Now then, one of you, my little ships, go down here and actually build me that outpost. The other one, little cunts, come back here and build another one here. Because if we can't grow outside any longer, the only thing we really can do is strengthen what we have. It means this little system needs to grow. If you give a little metal, it will open borders. Yeah, probably it will open the borders again. But still, you know, I would still have the unfriendly situation that even if I can move through here, I would have to start colonizing things with a bit of a ping in between. I don't really like that easy option very much. Notice this is not supposed to be the start of a long-lasting campaign, but basically now, because I'm suffering a bit from the fucking heat, and I was like, I want something that is easy, that I can actually just, you know, basically watch one screen for a long time without doing much. And lo and behold. Stellaris was that, no. To be fair, it was also because the tech boy actually gifted me, but not necessarily gifted, but had gotten me one of the missing DLCs that I didn't have. I was like, okay, that's enough of an excuse to play this for a while. Because to be fair, it is a kinda neat one. Not as much as the other ones. Honestly, I'm not getting tired of this. I don't know what it is, but the combined weight of Stellaris, it's nice. It's really not a bad game. Although I do find some of the choices Paradox made with their DLCs and how they changed some of the mechanics a bit questionable, especially when they talk about, you know, balancing things, but oh, well.
Construction complete.
I'm gonna complain about it overly much. But the other games, like for example Hearts of Iron 4 and especially Crusader Kings 2, still have me in a lot more enthralled than Stellaris. You know, maybe that's it is. Although Stellaris doesn't make anything gravely bad, or you know, some horrible mistake that I can't live with, it also doesn't do enough right, maybe. What it does right is not really enough to bind me nearly as much. Maybe that's more appropriate.
Technology secured.
At least compared to, you know, Crusader Kings, where I can quite literally, actually, with the last game I had with the Kronos there, he managed actually to, well, sleep with somebody's wife, then kill him in a duel over it. It's the sort of stuff you're like, this is fun. Well, actually, since I'm pretty sure I let this sit on the default option, so how many enemies are default? I think there are like 8 empires or so.
Technology secured.
I think. Oh, there's the sound
Construction
from
complete.
the coastal town. Ah, I love the coastal town. Actually, you know, if you want to see a lot of Nia, I'm pretty sure, yes, you are on YouTube, which means there's actually a whole playlist where, you know, Nia and Nia both in. You can watch the whole fucking series if you have enough time. Of course, that will take a while, but it's there. But you can also see me just standing around in the fucking coast town and going like, ah, I like the music here. What do you want from me, little? Yeah, we have this. You have the build cost reduced by 10%, build speed increased by building upkeep industry reduced by 10%. Yes, please. We need to save money. We need to very much save money. A new contact again. Yes, we won't have much to gain from the encounter.
Construction complete.
Actually, contacts. He's near. Ah, you're talking about the character. I see what you mean. I see. I can follow now.
Construction complete.
Okay, everybody hates me. Who the fuck was I building a sky? No, still a spy network with? Okay, and the S-Jagon, whatever the fuck. Okay, so we have somebody there, which means we need somebody here, build a spy network, yes, That means only the assembly of C Prime, yes, C Prime it is. It's the only one that doesn't get spied on at the moment. I play multiplayer. Normally I would play multiplayer, but since today I'm actually a bit lacking in time, and games like this take a long time to play, I'm actually playing solo and just looking at what has changed, because I haven't played in like 6-7 months, maybe more. I kind of wanted to, you know, prepare first, and also my usually partner for multiplayer shenanigans, the little Kronos, I don't think he actually has, nice. Actually has Stellaris yet. Hadley. Can you explore, please? Yep, can't. That also means that we can now start actually researching things. I do not. Yeah, I kind of figured. Honestly, when is the next... actually, isn't the next sale already starting on Steam? Isn't it time for the summer sale?
Complete.
You could look up if it's actually, well, affordable, because I would never buy anything on Steam at fucking full price. Because since I have, well, not all, but I have basically all of the DLC, if I host, you can get same deal as everywhere else, basically. You get all the DLC I have access to. It's actually fun. Multiplayer purposes. Grow we shall, grow we shall. But yeah, at least the basic mechanics haven't changed that drastically that I don't actually find my way around again. God bless him for that, because that would have sucked. They are beautiful. Engineering research game. Nice, I'll take it. Any new decisions?
Technology secured.
I don't see anything, at least. There might be some new research and stuff, but honestly I will find that out. Well, at some point, I imagine. So far so good though, which is rather enjoyable.
Complete.
Yes, game. Build. Shonify change. The SMS. Because then Majesty's ship. Obviously. Crew has succeeded in isolating a citadel embedded with blah blah blah. Whoever may have composed the song remains unknown. Curious indeed. Very curious indeed. Okay, yeah, you are still lost. You're not doing anything, which means it's time to build more shit. You're not doing anything, which means you need to build more shit. Have we... Fuck, where do I see... Oh, there. I mean, I was about to say, where do I see my population on the planet? And then it's smack dab sits there and stares me in the face. So I would like to plan a bit of a full economy. Pretty much, yeah. don't really feel like I could do too well in warfare right about now. So I'd probably go that way.
Construction complete.
What do you mean
Construction
subjugation?
complete.
Fuck you too. You have no right to subjugate me. I'm a free people. I'm the anime waifu. You can't subjugate me. That is R18 and that is not welcome on YouTube. Gee. Bloody freaking monsters. But yeah, I take this basically as a bit of a, you know, relaxed me rambling. Being in combination with a bit of, well, getting used to Stellaris again, because I would like to make maybe a bigger game with this at some point. Now that I have a new DLC though, I will make a prophecy for the future. What will happen in my near future is the following. Sometime, probably this week or next week, the tech will be like, hey, have you had time to look at the new DLC I gave you? And I will be like, yeah, sure, I'll take a look. It's some, and he will be like, fine, let's play a game. Normally that wouldn't be much of a problem, but we're talking about a Paradox game here, and the game in Paradox takes bloody fucking forever. Means that he will expect me to sit down with him for at least, you know, in between 5 and 10 hours and play this. Which is fair, to be completely fair, honestly, it's a fair point. Just with the, you know, which I will probably answer like, oh, that sounds nice. We can stream this, and we can do something, and we can have, you know, an audience, and Tick will be like, nope. I don't want the bloody freaking mongrels of the internet watching and criticizing my strategies. Ah, he's a bit special like that. Little tech boy. The members of the galactic community. Several space-wing empires, some of them are known to us, have banded together to form a galactic community. Super national blah blah blah. Yes, we should join the community because fuck this. Look at that, we're now part of the galactic community. Ah, I like to be part of the galactic community. Because there's some cool resolutions that you can get along. I think you can actually get
Receiving communications.
other cool things going on. Change galactic focus. On the galactic market. Yeah, that sounds like something I would like to have. Indeed. Anime shall be probably of everywhere. Will always pop up, just when you don't expect it.
Construction complete.
Beat bird. Sounds like something I would like to do. There's indeed ever more anime in this one. I'm everywhere. Little Kronos just is everywhere. You can't stop him. Quite literally not. What is that? That is new. We aim to establish an embassy on a Stellaris for the future betterment of mutual and regular autocracy wants to establish mutual embassies. I'm sure, since I'm not really aiming for warfare, sure, I'm not against some, you know, not against some mutual communication. The canal use the segregation goes by against me. But I won't be able to afford internet. Is there a race other than anime? That's actually a good question. Yeah, so far as the ones I know, they're all pretty anime. Then again, I'm pretty sure since I don't think TechBoy actually had the time to look for mods for the newest DLC. Maybe there's a chance that there's something. I mean, look at this picture. There's no anime here. But if you were to ask me for proof, a bit difficult. Let's make it a bit of a devil's proof. We can't prove it doesn't exist, therefore it must exist. I do love this nice little very, very, very old way of law maker thinking. Like, yes, a devil's proof. Easy to prove that devils exist, you just need to find one and drag him out. The other side, it's pretty much impossible to claim and prove that no devils exist, because you would have to look quite literally everywhere to prove that they do not exist in some fucking corner. Ah, yes, there might be a race that is not like... Might be. Might be. Sadly, I will not make any promises though. This galaxy is lost. You did just figure that out now, did ya? I was pretty assured the galaxy would be, you know, lost because I'm in it. Quite literally, actually. I'm not what you would call a nice neighbor. Now then, how about my contact? Let me see. Diplomacy. Oh, we can hope.
Technology secured.
Close borders.
Construction complete.
Because if you cunts can close you open, actually you like me, you sure stay open. Diplomacy. Close borders. Because I don't like you people. You don't like me, I don't like you. Next in line, you don't like me too. I'm gonna close all of my borders to you and gonna be like, nope, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Yeah, you like me somewhat. You're machine intelligence. Why do you like me? You should accept and understand it. Not lost. It's colonized. I would rather say it is ripe for colonization.
Technology
Sadly,
secured.
that will probably not be me, not today. Yeah, everybody who hates me has now closed borders. Screw you all, you evil things. Yes. Looking for nice and soul there, but I kinda lost it. In fault of the fucking heat, actually.
Colonization.
Still feels like the brain
progress.
is nicely, you know, cooking. Nice and easily. Now then, what would be a good thing to do? We should probably start building up a few more defenses. Actually, I should. Can I actually trade? About the galactic market could being a thing? Again. Oh, the slave market is still closed. It's not nice. Anyway. Indeed.
Construction
In
complete.
reaction is a little slow. Along comes another one at little FP. We're like, this looks nice, it's Stellaris. And he's like, Anime, oh. Don't worry, just take it, you know. As a sign from above that this galaxy needs cleansing. Normally I would be cleansing the Xenos. In this case, well, waifus. What was I about to do? I was about to do something. Oh yeah, I was about to buy some fucking resources. Now what? Screw it. I'm going to do a whole fucking sale and instead of actually making fucking energy credits, I can't afford that much. No. Why don't we build a nice little cannon battery, missile battery, and which one was the... Yeah, that's against shield. That's speed, combat disengagement chance. Can't block them in though, can I? I'm not a bot. Well, no, I wasn't accusing you of being a bot. Then again, I'm not a bot is precisely what a bot would say. What do you have to say about that, eh? Defend yourself. Like those, you know, thingies where you have to click I'm not a robot. Basically. If we can actually add something like this. Just a nice little thing where it's like, yes, please click here if you're not a robot.
Sphere of influence expanded.
Yes. Very tasty. Very tasty indeed. And, yeah, no, just go for the fucking disruptor field nonsense. Should serve us well in the long run. Now then, I have almost wasted all of the alloys I just acquired, but I'll take it. Now I'm gonna sit here and stare angrily at my enemies and go like... Greetings. It shows you where. Can notify you before depart your territory, giving you one more chance. Please get back to me later. Now, well, we wait. Well, I mean, technically we don't just wait, we also build, but we also wait. Chip. Could you stop resisting? Let me click ya. Now then, since I still have a lot of fucking research to do, we could probably send more science ship everywhere and go like, hello, there are anomalies here. It's broken. What is broken? Who is broken? I'm broken? I'm not broken. I'm just hot. Hmm. 300 alloys, you say? You know what? Sure, deal. Okay, so let's go operating research. Nah, don't care. Paying galactic recycling. Nah, don't care. Conversational. Nah, don't care. Charter workers rights.
Construction complete.
No. It's broken. And now he doesn't say anything. He's just angrily staring at me. A little FP ZD is staring at me. Test control. Sounds nice. Look at that. It's doing things. It stares at us angrily. It is afraid. Maybe. We don't know. The Aberdeen polity can now use. For fuck's sake, why is everybody trying to subjugate me? I'm a nice and peaceful person. Sitting here, you know, in my little kingdom.
Sphere of influence expanded.
I hear you're about to piss off a relative. What are you doing, little Krotos? And even more important, why are you doing it? Buildings and industries have built costs reduced by 10 mil, blah blah, not bad.
Construction complete.
Did this report one additional clerk job? That's promising.
Construction complete.
You need a big army. I indeed will have to build a bigger army. I was kind of hoping that I could get to start, at least because otherwise I get built very, very little. But change of battle. The resurrect ships are all very poor condition. The fact that anything remains after all the damage, they must have sustained is a testament to the advanced design.
Situation log updated.
I have to build an army, because otherwise I'm gonna get bullied to death, basically.
Situation log updated.
Look at that. Go on, continue little FP. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Interrupted.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I said a little FP since you only have one nut, the other one needs to be removed now.
Construction complete.
Gently, that needs to be done because, well, you will not get nuts, so you will only have a nut. Now take the other one and rip it off, please. Emperor prison. Back to when they started showing people being blown away in westerns. I mean, to be fair. Up. Yeah, that's sad, I know, but still, take off that nut. You wanted to bet on this, you have bet it on it, and now you lost. You need to take the consequences of your decisions. Crystal Codex. You know what? Yeah, sure. It's growing! It's growing! Nobody really knows what it's doing, but it is growing. Also, it seems like you're either drunk or otherwise incapacitated. Not that I mind much, mind you. It's a pretty nice day to be in. Suppose of them. Muktatouche. Now everybody's joining. Ah, well, as long as it's entertaining. You find someone that likes to be punched in the face. Good temperatures out.
Situation log
I'm
updated.
pretty sure most masochists out there still would prefer to be punched by a woman for funsies. But hey, I might be able to find some little Kronos. Maybe. I wouldn't bet on it though. The regulatory... yeah. I'm gonna pose everything apart from things that look fun. Heh. Well, yeah, if you can actually find a gay masochist who likes to be punched in the face by men, you probably have a pretty nice handbag. Not bad. Genius is old. There's a fair chance that I've engineered these sprawling mushrooms is not around anymore. We need to know more. We need to know the truth of the mushroom. Is it psychedelic? Is it active? Can we use it? Freedom for gay people. Try to be smart about it, aren't ya? Research projects? Sure. No one listens. There's factors including the volume of data transferred. We do not think that the network is still in use. The fact that it is still partially active indicates that it is probably just dormant and not destroyed. What can we learn from it? Probably a lot of cool things. Shine sky. It's everything is very, very shiny.
Construction complete.
You know what? Move along. I already did a nice little deal. No reason to do this again. Ah, nice and easy.
Special project complete.
Shutting the remains of the shuttle. Excellent. Excellent indeed. We have learned much from this. What have we learned? I don't know. We just learned that the mushrooms were not mushrooms, and we did kind of understand that, well, all said and done, it wasn't nearly as fun as we had hoped. Hopes and dreams we had at one point, and then it was destroyed just like that. Now what about you? Are you still building mining stations? You are. Because I have more jobs for you, little constructor bird.
Construction complete.
Can we build more ships? Well, we can. Not that many though.
Special project complete.
Do I have any relics? Where the fuck would I even, where even would that be again? It's been so long since I played with these leaders. Nah. But damn it, game. Oh yeah, I can see my species, my claims that are not existence, my factions, my technology, my fleet. Ooh, right, there's actually ship designer now, isn't there? Society management. Edicts. Oh, right, there's something like edicts. I completely forgot it's actually a thing. Let's continue to ignore that, shall we? Ah, yes, I kind of remember that one. I remember. That's the expansion. That one I already used. Right, sector and all of that nonsense. Jesus Christ, you really forgot some things. Yeah, it's the situation where all of that nonsense is in. They're my contacts. Where the fuck would I see? Oh yeah, there it is. You know. No relics whatsoever so far, sadly enough. And I have to suffer through that. Oh yeah, we already, yeah, you even said it. I mean, like an idiot looking, continue looking. Like society, it is in society. And I mean, look, maybe here, maybe there, maybe everywhere. Would have had it easier. I just listened. But alas, I did not. Tish be my own fault, to be fair. You look in there, and everybody else does things. Well, other things. More things. Cooler things. All the things. Ah. That's actually rather interesting. I feel I've actually taken a bit of a break from playing Stellaris for a while. But a long while, mind you. It's actually enhanced my experience quite a bit. I'm feeling somewhat intrigued again. Which one thinks that is actually good. Can't feel my nuts. Hell. Well, you should at least be able to feel one nut, because that gets slobbered on, but the other one you should not be able to feel because it has to be removed surgically. And if not surgically, just rip it off. I mean, don't you know that world famous little joke about Hitler only having one nut? Come on. Lost in space, are you now? Check no winter up. There was a distress call. Ship is not giving off any heat signatures. That's really sure. Very intriguing. And we have 2 science ships. I probably would like more science ships actually now that I think about it. That's not how the story goes, little FP. That's not how the story goes, and you know it. I didn't put it all on that particular stupid bet and lost it. No. See, because I'm smart about it. Comfort the fallen. Never. Fallen are fallen are fallen. That is a contrast like night and day, honestly. It does amuse me. I must admit. Although, blah blah blah, unique opportunity. More things. Like it. Actually, the territory, assuming that just randomly let it sit on default and just click through, like, you know, 500 million times, like click. This turned out to be surprisingly going rather well, honestly. So far. I have had a lot less comforting starts, honestly. And this might only change texture. I honestly don't know because I didn't look at it, so I want to say yes. I want to say yes, but I really don't want to bet on it, honestly. How about a nice and comforting? I think so. And I'm not really satisfying, but you have to imagine this. Basically, I came home, I got the email from the tech boy going like, yeah. So I, you know, went home, just started the PC, and then was basically stream time already. So I was kind of like, okay, no time to look into shit. Just, you know, get to the start of the game and get going, I suppose. Which is precisely what I did, which is why I have no clue.
Technology secured.
Look at it, little FP. It is in pain because it has lost a nut. That's a very fair point. Very fair point. Command limit sounds good because we need a bigger fleet. I remember. I think it was the snowy. Was it the snowy? I think it was the snowy. What told me that I get bullied if I don't have a fleet. I don't like getting bullied. For some mystical reason that doesn't sit well with me. Especially if the game doesn't give me an option to bully them back, basically. I have that option, however. And things become rather tasty. Go over there. Get you up. Who would dare do that? Small short range transmitter has been located on the surface of Stellaris. Appears to be an ancient survey marker. Aha. It's neat. Means more stuff on the planet. I'll take it. I'll take it all. Enjoy it most profoundly. Better. Don't know about you, but around here it is fucking hot as hell still. It is supposed to be getting cooler. Supposed. Don't we all love it when I'm getting such a nice answer like, yeah, sure, it is supposedly getting colder. You can't buy shit from a supposed nonsense. How much is this game? Actually, let me just look this up for you while I'm at it. I could actually look it up anyway, because the little Cronus knows too. First things first, is it? Yeah, it is the summer sale on Steam anyway. Should make it cheaper. Stellaris. Can't write today. Stellaris is at this right nice little moment €9.99 in euros. Now, how much is that with all of the DLCs? Just out of interest. Let me just quickly do some math in my head. That would be, with all of the DLC, roughly 145 euros and a few cents. You always kind of forget how fucking pricey Paradox games are, don't you? I better not remember how much I paid for fucking Crusader Kings altogether, because better to not think about it. You might find yourself getting a headache. To be fair, the same is actually true of yeah, no sorry, no sorry required. It was a good joke. I liked it. You know how it is. What's life without a joke or two? Otherwise, we're all gonna get depressed, and that's not good. Do feel free to continue with your jokes. Status now session. What should we decide? Regulative situation. Yeah, fuck this. Fuck this very hard.
Technology secured.
I don't want any regulations in my businesses. I can.
Construction complete.
Don't worry about it. We're all kind of retarded. Kinda get used to it. But nah, don't worry. All is cool, my little friend. All is cool. It's the most important part. I do want to. I do have something. Yikes, a 20% planet. How about we take the 60% livable planets first? Because that sounds a lot more pleasant. You know what? In your honor, I shall rename this planet to the little. God damn it! Fuck you, game!
Situation log updated.
Yeah, it's gonna be the FP ZD. Not. Bam. And this shall allow ability to. Yes, isn't it? Yes, I wanted to say 60%. You. And this one shall be. Just know you. Bam. You all have your little planet now. Real pleasure. And the Cronus, because he's the longest standing member, will get the planet that is least hurt as soon as we can afford it. Yes, you know. I'm sure if anyone can survive there, the Cronus is probably going to be the one who can go through that and come out the winner. Yay! Yay for planets! Now, if those planets go down, I will have you know that I will make you personally responsible for that. You know the governor. Deal with it. Well, this planet will be the greatest nut in this galaxy. To be fair, yeah, it will quite literally be the biggest nut around. Why, you might wonder? Well, simply put, because there can't be a greater one. You have a whole planetary-sized nut at this point. Build some mining stations because we can. I do like this picture of Kraken or whatever. You need 2 shiny 30 planets. Yeah, and the best they would be right next to each other. With a nice little asteroid going smack dip to the middle and pulling long trails behind it. Look at it grow! Look at it grow, my little empire. Actually, wasn't I researching more limit to my fleet? Why did my fleet not getting bigger? I wonder. Controller sails. If you want to workshop an archaic spaceship of unusual design, instead of using propulsion similar to that of modern ships, the craft relied on large sails. Oh, similarly, the ship harvested solar energy and drifted on the solar winds. Good idea. And in blah blah behind of course such an effect. Perhaps the ship's logs may shed some light.
Situation log updated.
Yes, let us search for wisdom. God damn it, game. Whenever I want to click something, it's like, here, I have a pop-up. Most of the effort has been laser chiseled with great precision into the likeness of a small Ralakev temple, or large shrine. Shrine to the underworld. Best if we did not. Naturally sense blah blah blah, just to search for more stellar objects that match the characteristics of this space temple, and has loaded a list of likely candidates in nearby systems. Then a looking we shall go.
Situation log updated.
That totally sounds like a bad idea. But oh well, you know. And then we'll build me. What do you mean unfucking capable? Fucking build a fucking Mining station, you mongoloid. I wasn't asking, I was actually commanding ship. Ship is like, yeah. Yeah, boss. Ain't not gonna do. Now, where's the last ship? There it is. I don't know what you're doing there, but research. Research, my friends. It's the answer.
Special project complete.
The rubricator. The locks are made, blah blah. Beyond the crew, counted upwards. Covered the last known location of the rubricator in a previously uncharted system. Its former owner said its powers are worth pursuing.
Situation log updated.
Hey, Geschichte, please. Yeah, stimmt. Do it, I believe in you.
Situation log
Oh,
updated.
gods. The SMS Erhard has entered a blah blah and its crew reported a stellar object not unlike the shrine to the Untold is indeed orbiting the star. Let's investigate. That is totally going to backfire, isn't it? Secret of Nuts. Yeah, the temple to the nuts has been found again. Start the... It shall be our greatest of achievements to actually uncover it.
Construction complete.
So we hope at the very least. You know, hopes and dreams. Great little things. Bidim, bidim. I don't think we have any other special project around, so... Yes, all is well. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to build. I guess those two...
Special project complete.
Shrine to the benefactress. Definitely pictograms in the benefactress shrine was a much smoother process than anticipated. All was involved described the language quickly connecting or clicking in the minds, despite its age and complexity. However, there's always going to be a big but in there. However, the writings are unlikely to make much sense until they are combined with the other wits associated with the rest of the Quadrumvirat Godhead. Like, why make it complicated? Well, because we can. Now then, everybody's working, which means I can light my little pipe. But I deserved it. Bit of cherry in the air. So I hope. Yep, it was indeed cherry. Pleasant. Look, I have a job for you. Can you go over there and build a research station, please?
Construction complete.
So there's a very hospital world. You'll find the answer in nuts, indeed. Quite literally, actually. Do I want to build something already on these planets? You know, maybe an industrial planet wouldn't be bad. How are you?
Special project complete.
Nice and trade planet. Now then, special project. Blah 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 has managed to partially translate the alien murals. Aha. It's a memorial for an extinct alien race that blah blah blah. They were partly exterminated by the creators of the mural. A fact that they seem to regret. Like they killed me. I regret that. You don't say. I regret the fact that you were killed. Given that the mural has been dated to be in excess of 300 million years, it's likely that the creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps more blah blah is all the materials that the mural was made of. Despite its age, it is in remarkably good condition. Sweet deal.
Technology secure.
We got a sweet little mural out of it. We can put it into a museum and get massive amounts of money from, paying customers. Do I want more naval capacity? I could build a second fleet if I had more naval capacity, couldn't I? Are you live tomorrow? I am live every single bloody day, basically. Around 9 PM my time for at least an hour, maybe more. Usually longer on the weekends, obviously. But yes. If you come along at the same time, you have a very high chance of finding me alive and live at the same time. Because magic. And so far I haven't really found any reason to not be live, at least, you know, because basically this is all the game time I get per day. I have a bit more around lunchtime, like half an hour, but it's really much. So basically, if I were to stop streaming, I would basically also pretty much... no, let's say the other way around. If I were not streaming on one particular day, it would also mean that on this day I don't get any playtime. And I don't like that idea at all, actually. Also, I've got so used to playing with a nice little audience, you know. They're fun people.
Construction complete.
Very fun people.
Colonization in progress.
Yes, colonize those cunts. Just a matter of time until we have colonized everything. Well, at least in our own little waters. And I seem to be quite... Why is everybody so focused on the fucking south side of the galaxy? You know, the galaxy is bigger. You could go out there and do something cool for once. Instead of sitting here, bothering into the poor little anime waifus who have done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong indeed. Maybe a little multiplayer tomorrow with your subscriber. I'm not against that, honestly. As I said, if you are around on the same time, we can definitely play. Badge, always welcome. As I said, as long as you have no problem with it being like, you know, an hour or too long, we can absolutely play. I actually played Anno 1800 with a Twitch follower quite well. I think he's also a subscriber on YouTube. I think he is. He's everywhere, little Papa Gag. But yeah, I'm not against the idea.
Situation log updated.
Oh, wait a second, right, tomorrow is Friday, well shit. Tomorrow's Friday and tomorrow is, well shit, yeah. Actually, a little snowball, before I forget it, tomorrow is Friday and Friday is, project day, which means that on Friday we're actually gonna play Neverwinter Nights. But I might be able to fit in a slot before that, so it will be a bit earlier. Honestly, just go the easy route, you know? I have a little Discord thingy. Go there and just shoot me a message or something. Actually do that so I can shoot you a message when I will be around. That makes it a lot easier, honestly. Now that I think about it. Because while tomorrow I have a long work day, which means I come home and I basically start immediately, so there will be no time for extra. On Saturday, since I will on this Saturday actually have the early shift, I can actually do a bit extra before. Has obviously claimed to the mirror system. Watch. There's a lot of stuff happening. Slow down, game. First stream will be fun. I will not make it 4 hours again, honestly. Because tomorrow is actually the longest day of the week for this week, which means no. As much as I like sitting around and rambling like a little, you know, maniac. Basically half my life essence. Yes, you know, basically half as sustainable food that keeps me sustained. And games. But not with that long of a day in front of me. Let me try to add this up actually hour-wise. What would I have in work hours tomorrow? Probably altogether end up with like 13 hours, probably. Yeah, 12 to 13 hours depending a bit on how things go actually. You're asking a very good question, yeah? Why the fuck isn't it where I want it? You know what? I'm just going to steal it. I steal it quickly here, and I put it in here, and I go like, rabam. Short technique speaking work. Yeah, no problem. Just go in there, it's nice and chill and there's not much around, so you know, it's not going to annoy you overly much. I do have a nice little, I think rank is the word looking for. That gets you a nice little ping whenever I go live, if you want that. It's free to choose, basically. You don't have to, but it is an option. Yeah, just write me a message and we can set some date for that. As I said, for the moment I can offer Saturday a bit earlier than today, because the Saturday too is project day. Friday and Saturday are actually project days. And Sunday is a special day, because Sunday is co-op shenanigans with the Kronos. And that's something to look forward to. If you think I am already, you know, entertained in playing a Paradox game, let's see what the nonsense we have gone in other Paradox games together. It's also, it's really long content because, well, we have some, you know, tendencies to overstay a bit longer than we probably should. So yeah, there's much to look forward to. Giant ship. Do I need you here, technically, spiritility king? Because I don't think I actually need you here. How about I send you all down there, and that was not what I wanted to do, but alas. Now for once I will say this, I have actually for today, as I said, because tomorrow is the longest day, set myself up a timer, and I will repeat a statement I have said so when people say that Blazing Saddles could never be remade. People would be too offended. Movies like Django just don't exist. I mean, you know, would probably remake it. The question if it would be as popular or as, yeah, let's say popular as it was before is another question. Demographics change and stuff. That's one of the quite often forgotten things. Where was I? Oh yeah. I hate playing by the clock. Why? Because that is just not my style. I like to find a good finishing point by myself. Sadly, for today, I think we shall calm it slowly but surely down. We'll wait until, you know, the last few things here are built. Stuff like that. I feel a distinct need to build a fucking bigger fleet.
Technology secured.
Yeah, I don't vote little FP. I don't hate. I don't hate you. Don't hate the Snowy, don't hate the Kronos. And most definitely don't hate streaming. It's surprisingly satisfying in its own little way, honestly. It promotes their hobby. But while I would like to do nothing else than just sit around all day, play games, and talk smack with people, because quite fun, actually. Surprisingly fucking fun. I still have a store to run with my partner. If I tell my partner tomorrow that I can't do the whole work, because the whole day work, because I stayed late streaming, as in I followed my hobby, he will be rightfully so kicking me in the ass, or in the nuts, more fittingly, and that's something I would like to avoid. Because I probably need those for something in the future. To remake Blazing Saddles, that would be insanely popular as long as Mel Brooks was director. Probably it would be, as long as you have Mel Brooks. Yeah. Honestly, now I'm actually... would actually like to see how they would remake that.
Situation log updated.
Its crew reported a stellar object not like the shrine has shown to its ability, blah blah blah. We have found more shit, apparently. Never ends. We find ever more shit.
Construction.
To be fair, that's kind of cute. And we settle all the worlds. But don't worry. When I say I will calmly end it, it doesn't mean that I'm gone immediately. That's... well, I can ask the Kronos about it. I have a tendency to overstay my welcome a bit. But yeah, as you so rightfully pointed out, this will not end up as a 4-hour stream, as much as I would actually like that. But yeah, a few more minutes of just relaxedly cheating around and, you know, robot assembly plants. I do kind of remember that robots were pretty damn swell, weren't they? Are they still swell? Are they still pretty cool? Can you build your own pops still? The galaxy is growing. Guardian Angel Act.
Project complete.
Oppose that nonsense. I'm uninterested in pest control. I just want to offend their faces. Not like I don't understand where you're coming from. Man, I do understand where you're coming from.
Special project complete.
Today's activities can be filling. Science of Science has retrieved the doctrine of the Undaunted. Fascinating. Yes. We're learning so much about the past and all of the evil people that are probably going to rise up and destroy us. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. You find a tomb world, you play around with some long-forgotten tech, and suddenly it goes like, well, hello, you have awakened the evil now.
Sphere of influence expanded.
To be fair, I need to defend him here a bit. He is most likely in a bit of an foul mood for good reason. Yes, but he's a nice guy, the little Kronos. Also, you know, if you're around on Sunday, you will actually see him in action, and I'm pretty sure you will very, very soon understand what I mean. He's a cool guy. There's nothing to say about that. My amigo is a good guy. Bam. The mining station.
Special project complete.
Well, the history gets longer. They recognized early on that the text in some blah blah strip designated walls, initial attempts at unscripted text, processing power. Go fruitless. Next route team has attempted bombarding the lack of light. Currently considered physically. Honestly, it seems fun to cover the whole world in China and Japanese colors. We can do this, or I don't know. We could try the Fallout one again, or we could try... Actually, we can just... How about we talk about this basically, you know, if nothing else comes to mind, we're just going to go do westward expansion until we reach the sea and we look longingly at the USA and go like, meh. Or we're going to talk beforehand anyway for a moment or two, as an hours, because that's what we usually do. And, well, if we feel like something else, we can just spontaneously, you know, give Venus a little treat. He would probably enjoy that, yes. You know what? Fuck it, yeah, let's actually do that. Let's get up, as we usually do a bit before streaming time, and set everything up so that we can try that things work, and then, yeah, let's give Venus a little treat. I think he deserves it. He will get his will, and we will probably have a blast anyway with that nonsense. Can I post meme in your Discord? You sure, go ahead. I ain't stopping you, actually. Now that I think about it, I shall give you a nice opportunity and copy you precisely. And do it like this. And since I shall consider it art, it shall be in the art. Yeah, you have now a Meme by Snow channel for your leisure. Why? Because I can. That's why. Jesus Christ, I have never multied so much in my life. But yeah, feel free. Feel free. I was about to call the mission a failure when looking up at the blah blah. Not long after they had a ceiling, wall, floor, and blah blah. These from us shrines should help us piece it all together. Complete Chain of the Gods, for what its recovered texts have been regarded as, carving the fairy tale scraps upon which the old relic of religions were founded, is as shockingly revelatory as it is revolutionary. Only a little bit of creative interpretation, it is clear that the people of Azure Shalish were meant for great things, guided by the strong hand of a religious leader. A path one to godhood. Path is littered with prophecies unfulfilled, sin born of ignorance, redemption is ephemeral. Oh, suppress the findings, monetize the findings. Tasty. Money. What can we learn from this? Walk the footsteps of the divine. Start a religious renaissance, shifting empire's ethics towards spiritualist. Basically towards... That sounds cool. I can become a fucking cult now. We're a cult now. Everybody's like, but we were a kingdom until now, what are you doing? I'm sitting like, the science has failed me, I shall turn to religion now. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. Yes, another thing about it. I can combine you two into one fleet, merge the fleets, because we apparently now have fleet command of 30. To be fair, I'm my naval capacity quite a bit, but Honestly, I don't give a shit. I want to flee because there have been some claims on my territory and I would rather like to avoid that. You know, just for shits and giggles, basically. How late is it? Yep, I'm, according to my little clock, 10 minutes over my time. I will save the game here because this is actually turning into a rather interesting situation. I don't think I actually had the... yeah, okay, forgot it's Iron Man, isn't it? Can't save my game. Need to wait for it to save. That shouldn't take that long. But yeah, I will save this, and actually it's the first time I tried changing my my focus that much. I wonder if I can actually turn into a full-on theocracy now. That would be kind of cute. Because that's something new. Yeah, saving the game. I saw you do it again. But yes, for the moment I shall bid you adieu. Have a good one and all of that, and as I said, I will be back tomorrow with, as tomorrow is Friday, which I had completely forgotten for a moment. Will be Neverwinter Nights. We shall continue on a little adventure and see what else we can do in that plague-ridden city of Neverwinter. As a nice little paladin, goody two-shoes, who will totally not fall to the dark side at some point. Totally not, I tell you. I know the future. As for the usual, let me see who I can easily name. Actually, this time we have a turnover that is very different from usual. Normally I would say the left side is the most important side, but this time the right side has returned. On the left side, the Twitch side, we had, in short order, the little strategy member, being the first one, coming by and staying for a bit. Very much appreciated. Then we had, of course, the Kronos to come by, and, well, he is, of course, a well-known face, so there's not much you need to explain about him, honestly, at this point. Next, we had the little Venus, who will get a nice little treat on, yes, this Sunday. I don't think he's here any longer, because, otherwise he would probably have said something about it already, to put it mildly. And now we come actually to the interesting, a very interesting fact, namely the right side, which is the YouTube side. Now, normally I would say that it is the side that rarely sees that much activity, but today of all days things are a bit different, as in we have little Snowy, who came by, and, well, going by the clicks I hear in the background, I will assume he has joined the Discord. He has now his own little meme channel, because, well, I dedicated it to him. Let it be good. Let it be light. Let it be neat. And then we had a little, very nut-obsessed one, a little FPZD. Sounds like a military short. But well, he is also very much obsessed with his one remaining nut, because the other one had to be sacrificed. His bet did not come to fruition, because, you might be surprised, the Kronos again, this time on the YouTube side, came along and destroyed his little chanting. Very heartlessly, very precisely. I like it. I like it very much. Thanks, of course, to you two new faces to drop by, and as I said, I don't think I need to say much about the Kronos. He is the Kronos. We all know him. We all love him. He's a great guy. You don't get tired of telling that story because, well, he's fun to be around. What can I say? Which you can all experience, as I said, multiple times. Do not say I didn't tell you. On this Sunday. With that in mind, as for the not so easily nameable ones, the lurking ones, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed. And I do hope to see you all again soon. Ish, as in, well, tomorrow, less than 24 hours from now. For a nice bit of Neverwinter Nights nonsense on Friday. Yeah, with that in mind, look at little Snowy. He's happy. He's going, yay! He deserves it. He now has his own little platform to play around with. See? More blinks in the background. Means he's actively doing shit. That is something I would appreciate very much. But yes, once again, I will say have a good one and bye.